A couple of minutes ago, Dokkan just tweeted out the new character, new Turles, and I'm pretty sure that this got leaked right before they done this one. I had actually seen on my timeline that somebody said that the Japanese side, not the Japanese, but the Chinese side on of the community on like Facebook or something like that had like put this out. So that's kind of funny, but we do have Turles here. So new Supreme Tree of Might Turles arrived. So let's see if they gave this Turles any love or not. Hopefully they did. I mean, I haven't even seen the animations on. Did they tweet the animations? Oh yeah. Okay, they did tweet the animations. All right. So let's get into this. So space traveling warriors or low class warriors category. Key +3, HP attack and defense 200%. Okay, I was expecting terrifying conquerors or something out of that, but never mind. So activates an interest animation when there is another space traveler warriors or terrifying conquerors category ally on the team upon the character's entry turn. Okay, so they are wording terrifying conquerors in there, and obviously it's going to be space traveler warriors. It's going to cover coolers and everything freezes. So all right. Let's see. So for one time, key +6 and damage reduction rate 10% for one turn. And then one time, space traveling warriors or terrifying conquerors category allies key +1 and attack 20% plus an additional key +1 and attack 30% for characters who also belong in planetary destruction category for 4 turns. Okay. Little support built in right there. One is for him for one turn of the damage reduction of 10% and 6 keys. So easier to get your 12 or your 24 or technically 18 key super attack off. So basic effects, attack and defense 250. All right. Wow, that basic effect is like not a lot at all. Okay. Chance of performing a crit hit and damage reduction rate 50%. So for one turn, you're gonna have 60% damage reduction with 6 key. Okay. That's very little for a basic effect. When HP is 50% or above, guards all attacks. When receiving an attack, defense 300%. I was about to say 30%, 300%. When attacking with 18 or more key, attack 200% launches an additional super attack. For every super attack performed with 18 or more key, infinite key +3 up to 6. So two. So you basically 3 turns and then you'll have that. When attacking with 24 key, attack 200% chance to perform a crit hit 20%. So that goes up to a 70% chance to crit. So far I'm looking at additionals. For every super attack performed with 24 key, oh yeah, I just read that. All right. Wait. No, I no I didn't. Yeah. So for every hold on. I didn't read that. I was looking at the infinite one up here for every super attack performed with 18, but there's still one for 24 keys. So I guess technically you'll be getting both those if you get past the 18 and go to the 24. So you'll have 6 keys. So you're basically getting 12 key. Wow. Okay. So you're basically like that first turn. You're like guaranteed. They're guaranteeing you're gonna get a 24 key super attack basically because with links and obviously getting your 6 already for leader skill, like, and if anybody's giving support as well, like you're basically like get that off. Interesting there. So the when the domain tree of might is active, receives an additional key +2 per key spear obtained, recovers 5% of HP per key spear obtained up to 50%. So damn, getting 50% back when the domain is up. Attack 200% and chance to perform a crit hit 30. Okay, so that's basically a 100% chance to get where you're basically getting a 100% chance to crit. Yeah, because I mean you're already starting out with a 50%, and then when attacking with 24 key, you get 20% here. So that was 70, and then they're giving you 30 here. Damage reduction rate 25% up when receiving an attack. Okay, so you get 75%. Da- when trio, how long is that going to last? Uh So active skill C of the Tree of Might can be activated when HP is 50% or less, or when there's another space traveling warriors or a terrifying conquerors category ally attacking in the same turn, starting from the third turn from the character's entry turn once only. Creates the domain for three. Okay, so for 3 turns. So you're basically gonna get 2 turns of him, unless you're running. Now it's different if you're running a double lead of Turles, then. But for some reason, I'm just going back and looking at this now, and I'm seeing 250 here, and then you're getting defense, so that's 550 when receiving an attack, and then when attacking with 18 or more, you're getting another 200, so that's 450, and then when attacking with 24, so you're basically getting like 650. Yeah, I guess like 650 on attack and 550 on defense. But when the domain is activated, then you're basically getting another 200, so that's 850. I don't uh, I feel like that. I feel like on paper, obviously when the Tree of Might is up, like he's going to be very, 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 very good, because you're getting an extra 200% attack on you and stuff. Like you're going to be good. But I need to see if he's how much of raising attack and defense he's doing. Okay, so greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy and greatly lowers attack and defense. Okay, so that's for the 18. Yeah, because this is massively raise attack and raises defense for 1 turn. And yeah, right here. Massively raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. So yeah, space traveling warriors or terrifying conquerors category enemies and allies attacking defense 15% plus an additional attacking defense. The hell? 10% for characters who also belong in planetary destruction category and increases damage received by super class enemies and allies by 10%. Interesting. I feel like he should be good, but I don't know if he's WoW level. I don't know. I have to go back and see in a showcase or see calculations, because again, they just dropped like all his info right now. So I don't know yet. But let's come over here and let's see what we got. So let me do this and let's see what we're looking at. See if they're cooking with these animations or not.
So Earth would be the planet that could bear the fruit of the tree.
Okay. They gave him a step up, it looks like, on animations. Ooh, that's so cool. You know, it's like they didn't want to pull the trigger on going all in on his animations. I'm gonna look at this one more time.
So Earth would be the
Actually, I don't need to hear it, because we did the first time. It looks like they didn't want to pull the trigger on giving him crazy animations, because you can tell that at certain points that the animation quality is a lot better. Like even like right there, you can tell that the animation quality is a lot better, but it's like they just decided, nah, we're not gonna go crazy with it. And that's a little annoying. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because they definitely could. Like he doesn't have bad animations. I'm not gonna say that. I'm a glazer for, again, Tree of Might. Like I'm a glazer for Tree of Might. If I'm not mistaken, I think I seen Tree of might have been the first. I was trying to think of what Goku that was for a second, but Tree of Might have been the first actual Dragon Ball Z movie that I watched. So it holds a special place in my heart. And then I went back and seen Dead Zone and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure this is the first one that I seen on Toonami. So it just feels like they didn't want to pull the trigger on giving him the craziest of animations. And I need to see, because I feel like with the Tree of Might up, he's like doing a lot of damage. And also having a 75% damage reduction is literally insane for 2 turns. And if you run double him, then you basically got that for 6 turns of craziness. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. I need to see what EZAs, because if they go ahead and EZA Turles, the physical Turles, then whoo, and also the spicy and featured units, because again, we're missing the spicy and featured EZAs, and we're also missing a regular EZA. We've only got a super EZA so far. So if this is the reason why, then it makes more sense why I thought that they wouldn't do Goku and Vegeta, and also they wouldn't do Broly at all, because there's not really anything that they could EZA out of that. And the Goku and Vegeta, even though they do, it makes sense for them to have the LR, because again, it's just an updated version of the AGL LR that we already have of them that fought cooler. But the EZAs is what would throw that off. That's why I even put Turles on the thumbnail, because I was like, yeah, there's no way they're gonna do the others. It's gotta just be Turles that we're getting here, because he just makes sense with EZAs and stuff. So hopefully, if they're cooking on the EZAs as well with the Turles, then even better. And the spicy and featured units, that's great, because then the cooler that we, not the cooler, but the actual Turles that we already got, the STR Turles, like he could come back in some play. And even right now, it looks like he's gonna get he's gonna get a big boost. And like I said, with the EZAs and everything else, then we might be able to run almost a full what Turles team. It just depends on what all they necessarily do, because I know they got some free to play cards as well too that could also get some free to play EZAs. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if with the part 2, if they give us an actual free to play something, like give us a free to play something that can go with it, because we're missing out on the free to play cards too as well. And that's another sort of side of Dokkan that I feel like they need to keep continuing to, build upon, because it just feels like the free to play card aspect of Dokkan. I don't know why, but I feel like we just haven't been getting anything. That's what it feels like to me. But let me know in the comment section below, you summoning or skipping the new Turles LR. It looks awesome. Like I feel like he could have been a lot better, but I don't know, man. That damage reduction, that 75% damage reduction is screaming at me like, nah, that's like he's gonna be wild for that. And that's cool. That's very cool. Slot 1, great. Hey, but let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, have an awesome day/night. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.